Hello you all, welcome back to my channel. This is Sheba and I'm on here to share some cards that I created for the hashtag SatMoreMakes that is hosted by Jill Norwood here on YouTube. Good morning, Jill, if you're watching. So before I get started, I hope that you're all having a great weekend and had a pretty great week as well. I also want to thank my new and my existing subscribers for coming up to my channel and watching my videos. As I had stated in my first video, because I think this is my fourth video, but my first video I took a 2-year break, not intentionally, just time just kind of got away from me, but I'm back on YouTube. I'm so happy to be back and share, to share with you all the items that I created. So yeah, so let me go ahead and get started and share with you all what I used first, and then I'll share the cards that I created. So as you can see, I use this Dear Santa paper pad that I got from Joann's a couple years ago, and when I first got it, I didn't really use it that much, but here lately I've been using a lot of this paper pad. So I got all the scraps at the front of the paper pad, but it's a really fun paper pad. So yeah, so that's what I used. And then I did use some paper from My Creative Time paper pad, and also another gingham sheet from another paper pad. So I'll share that when I share my cards with you. Also, I'm gonna keep this right here because that ring light is just kind of like in your face, so I'm just gonna try to block it as much as I can. But I did use this candy canes embossing folder that I got from Craft Stash, and I think this is so cute. So it has the candy canes and the bows and the little dots here. Really nice and fun embossing folder. I also use from IO. This is a trims die, and I believe I use this one right here. And that's what the dies look like. And then this is from Penny Black. This is like a textural die, and I think this is a really nice die. So I use that for one of my cards, just to give it some texture. And then from Sunny Studio, I use a slimline card die, which is really nice. I've had that in my stash for quite some time. And that's what it looks like. And then from My Creative Time, I've been doing a lot of shopping, you all, on My Creative Time. So I've missed out over the last 2 years, I've missed out on a lot. So I've been kind of playing catch up, getting things that I really want to use in my crafting. So yeah. But I did use this large, this is the, which one is this? This is the, I can't even see. This is the slider card die. Slider card, I couldn't think of the name. But I just used this large one here, this large rectangular die for a background. Okay, so I use that. And then I also use, for My Creative Time, this is the XO die, and I use a large size of that one. Let me slide this up just a little bit. There we go. And then I use, for My Creative Time, the 5x5 card die layer. So I use the large scallop, and then I also use the one with the stitching here. And then I also use this pretty scallop rectangle die, so I use a large one of that. And then the stamps that I forgot that I had, you all, forgot all about them. So I finally pulled them out, broke into them, and used them. So they're both by Creative Expression. This one's called the Novelty Christmas Mugs. And this was so much fun to, create with and, make my cards with. So I use that. And as you can see, this mug is a pretty large mug. Yeah, really nice die or stamp. So I use that, and then I also use a Gingerbread Bakes stamp set. And as you can see, this one's a pretty large stamp as well. So I use those, and then I did use some glitter dust spray and silver on all my cards. And then I also use the Nuvo Crystal Drop. This is in the Simply White. And I also use the Nuvo Glitter Drop, just to give the cards some sparkle, along with the glitter spray. Okay, so let me go ahead and share with you all the first card. So this is the first card that I created using that Novelty Christmas Mugs stamp. And I love the way this turned out, you all. So here's that gingham paper that I used from another paper pad. Pretty much everything is from this paper pad, but this gingham pink and white paper is from another paper pad. I did use Tim Holtz Distress ink to distress it. Here is that Impression Obsession die here on the side. And then I did cut like a little flag out and stamped it with XO because I wanted something in this corner right here. So I did that. And then I did use the glitter drops on the cookie and on the straw, on the pink part of the straw, using my Ohuhu coloring, my markers for coloring. And then I distressed around the whipped cream or the topping for the hot cocoa. And then I also used glitter drops on the stars and the sprinkles and on the hearts here. And then I just used some pink cardstock to fussy cut out this part here and glued it on there just to give it something else. And then I use a pink bling sticker from the Dollar Tree. So that is that card, really nice. And I did use an XOXO die from My Creative Time for the card background of this. And then I used that slider card die just for the background of the teal paper with the snowflakes on it. Really cute. And then I tried to finish the inside of my card. So here again is that XO border die that I use, and I distressed it as well with Tim Holtz ink. And then I just cut out the little gingerbread and put him here in the corner with a little pink bow and then some pink cheeks. And then I use that crystal drops, Nouveau crystal drops for the icing on his, no, not on this, I'm sorry. This is just the Jelly Roll pen that I use to fill in the icing on the arms and the legs. So that is the first card. And again, it's sprayed with some glitter dust spray. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, my next card is this card right here. So this one has a straw. This one has a candy cane. So this is some more gingham paper from that I used from another paper pad from My Creative Time, I believe. And so I use that. And then here's that pretty scallop die from My Creative Time. And then I did emboss it with that embossing folder, the Candy Cane's embossing folder, which I think turned out really nice. And then I, you know, cut out the little gingerbread boy. And I used this Nouveau crystal drop for some dimension. I just put some frosting on for his hair. And then I also did it on his arms and legs. And then again, using the glitter drops for the, you know, marshmallows. And then I did mask these two marshmallows and put them here on the side. Love the way this turned out. And then again, sprayed it with some glitter spray. Really pretty. And then this is the inside using that pretty scallop die from My Creative Time. And then I stamped out the heart cookie and then put some glitter drops in that as well. And if I didn't mention, I did use my Ohuhu markers for some coloring. Not much, but I did use that for some coloring. Okay, so that's those two cards. And then my next card is this card right here, which I love the way this one turned out as well. And so that is using this stamp right here, which is a Gingerbread Bakes that I shared with you all. So this is using that 5x5 scallop die. And then I use the one that's right below that in this die set with the stitching on it. And then this is the red and white gingham that I use on the background. And I just took that same paper and put it here on the top. And then I use that penny black dye to give it some texture, if you can see that. Really pretty. And then the bling, red bling, is from Dollar Tree from my, you know, that I've been having forever. And love the way this card turned out. And then I stamped out gingerbread hugs. I want this to have something in the corner as well. Really, really cute. And then I just put the spoon on the inside. Since she has a rolling pin here, I just put the spoon on the inside. And I use that stitch die from My Creative Time. Really pretty. Okay, and then my last card, which is my favorite card, you all. And this is a slimline card using the Sunny Studios scallop die, the one I shared with you all. So here is this card. So I wanted to use a boy and the girl on the same card. So since these are large dies, I had to do like a slim line. And I love the way this turned out. So yeah, so she's got the spoon. He has the rolling pin. She has a cookie tucked behind her. He has a candy cane behind him. Really, really cute. Enamel dot from my stash. And then a bling from my stash as well for his bow. I used the Nouveau crystal drop on this card as well as the glitter drop. So the frosting is the white on the arms and the legs, just to give it some dimension. And then the glitter drops for some sparkle. And then, of course, the glitter dust for some more sparkle. Really, really cute. And then I had already cut out this little mitten here, so I just decided just to put it inside the card. And I'll just put my sentiment right here. So this is the inside with some more distressing with the Tim Holtz Distressed inks. So that is my last card, you all. So yeah, so these are the cards that I created this past week. I had a lot of fun creating, you know, before work, after work, while watching TV. Just, you know, had, you know, images in my head that I wanted to execute on cards, and that's what I did. So yeah, so I hope that you all enjoyed my card share for the hashtag SatMoreMakes. I do want to thank you all so much for watching, and you all have yourself a great weekend. Bye-bye.